Hello, YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Yes, it's been a minute. Let's talk. Yes, sick, 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 sometimes sick, and wellness. Yes, let's talk about it. How's everyone doing out there today? Hello, hello, YouTube. Hello, everyone. Hello, world. Yes, I have been gone for a minute. That is my smoke detector that is going off. I don't understand why it go off so much. Nothing don't be burning. It just goes off. Why is it so sensitive? But anyhow, yeah, I just come here to let y'all know what's been going on. Yes, I've been gone for a minute. I think it's been over a month now. But hello, I'm back. Yes, but anyhow, let's talk about sickness today. Sickness, sickness, sickness. Oh, wellness, wellness, wellness. Well, in my case, it would be uh old school word, under the weather. I'm under the weather. Well, I was under the weather. Back in the day, that's what they used to say. Sick. It's another word for sick. Well, I took illness and illness, old school word also. Yes. It's been over a month now. How it all started was I was doing very well, very well. I think I had just did a video about a week less, and somehow or another, that night when I lay down to go to bed, it's been over a month now. It was the first week in February, second week in February. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So yeah. Second week I retired. Went to bed that night and started coughing, just coughing and coughing. And I said to myself, I never experienced this. You know, when I was a vegan over 15 years, I never did get sick. Even after that, after my surgery, I never get sick. So this was the first time in about maybe 20 years, I'm gonna say. So what happened was, and I had been trying to figure out how did I catch it, but anyhow, that's a long story too. What happened? I went to bed that night. It was a Tuesday night. Started doing a lot of coughing and coughing. I said, oh, I just coughing all night, on and off, on and off. So I said, you know what? Maybe in the morning it'll be going away. Yes, 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 yes. Well, the next morning I woke up with a sore throat. Yes, yes. Have you ever been like that? Yes, you start off with a cough and then you got a sore throat. So I said to myself, well, you know what? This calls for me to reach way back and go into my old school remedy and see what because my children used to have that back in the day, when they was growing up. So I always remember, our parents taught us this warm salt to water. Yeah, you gargle it, hold, your head, hold it way back, and you gargle it, down your throat, and you just gargle it. And I did that, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm well, I'm well. No, 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 The next day, yes, the next day, uh, I thought I was going to be feeling a little bit better. Wished I did felt a little bit better. But you know what came after that? After 2 nights and 2 days of gargling with the warm salty water. Now, keep in mind now, this is like the third day. I'm thinking that, I just had a little cold. That was it. Semi-flu or virus. That's what came to my mind. Trying to figure out how did I get this. But on the third day, yeah, I was coughing the first, all night that night. And then Tuesday night, then Wednesday night, and then Thursday. I'm just coughing on and off all day. And I was saying to myself, I'm thinking that, the body would just, let it just go way off itself. That's what I'm thinking because it's just a little minor cold, something easy to get rid of. So I just kept on coughing and then had the sore throat. And I'm like, sore throat? Oh, come on now. Where did this come from? You just all kind of questions just be going through your mind. What caused this? How did I get this? Where did I pick this up at? Because, if you consider yourself as a healthy person, you start all kind of questions start coming in your mind, but you cannot never pinpoint where you picked it up from. You cannot never. And then again, you got to ask yourself another question. Was it something that I ate? Oh, okay, like I say, all kind of questions come to your head. So the third day, sore throat, still gargling. And then the fourth day, I started having this fling right up in here, fling, and then when I started coughing it up, I was coughing up mucus. Yes, 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 yes. My mind went back to when I had that surgery. You know what I'm saying? Because mucus was involved in that. But anyhow, I was coughing up mucus. Yes, yes. So, now I'm really serious about this now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, let me go online and find out, what can help you get rid of mucus and, this flame. Because when I was just coughing and coughing and coughing, I never did get a runny nose. I was just coughing and just had the sore throat. And so now I'm feeling kind of weak. Yes, 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 yes. Now I'm in the bed. I'm just in the bed all day, all night. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to do nothing. I just want this thing to go away. Thinking that my body is going to heal itself. That do happen. Yes, yes, yes. And so, I'm just now I'm thinking about, okay, maybe I need to get me some broth, drink some, have some soup, have some broth. So I decided, I was not to a point to where I was like a handicap sickness. I was to a point to where my immune system had dropped. I was to a point to where I didn't want to get out of the bed, but I knew I had to get out of the bed because I had to, take care of myself. Uh, so, and when I talk, you could hear it through my voice. But a lot of coughing, yes. Okay, so that Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a whole week went by. I was still feeling the same way. A whole week, and went on into the second week, and I'm, still thinking, some days I would feel a little better, and then some days something seemed like it would just flare up again. You know how it be sometimes. Yeah, you think you done got rid of something. So what I found out is this here: cold can linger and linger in your body for a great length of time if you don't take something full. So I am the type of person, I don't really care too much for over the counter stuff. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day I used to do it, yes, but I decided to do some old school remedy on myself. So I was talking to my son on the phone, and this is into the second week. So the second week done passed, I'm experiencing the same old thing. It's just a lot of coughing. So I said, is this the whooping cough or is this the flu? Is this a virus? What is this? So then I decided to do some research on mucus and fling. And the fling information, it says that I'm sure mucus too is inflammation in the body. I jump. Inflammation? You mean to tell me I got inflammation in my body? So now, let me back a little bit. That Tuesday night when I had started doing all the coughing and coughing and coughing, a couple of days before then, 2 weeks prior to that, I decided to give that carnivore diet a try. Yes, 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 yes. I said, ooh, I'm going to lose some weight. Yes, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. And so I decided to do it 2 weeks, and then it going into the third week, in the middle of the third week. That's when I took sick. So you got to keep in mind now, the carnivore diet required you just eat meats and eggs. That's it, and cheese. Yes, yes, you cheese. And I noticed though those 2 weeks I flooded my meat and my eggs with cheese. Nothing but cheese. I mean, I had so much of cheese. You could look at my refrigerator, you would think that the store has all their cheese in my refrigerator. I wouldn't, because you know what, to me, meat just by itself, it kind of bland, you know what I'm saying? And then, to me, I had to put something, with it for it to taste good. So I just drowned it in with cheese. Yes, yes, different kind of cheeses though. All kind of cheeses. I just drowned it in with cheese, and that made it taste better. So, and I said to myself one day, all this cheese ain't gonna do nothing but stop you, make you constipated. And so, I drowned myself with cheese every day. The 2.5 weeks that I was on that carnivore diet, I lost about 3 pounds. That ain't much, for 2 weeks. That ain't much. But anyhow, I'm like, you know what? I got to thinking, when I came down with that virus or whatever it is, trust me, I got rid of it with the old remedy. But okay, then I fast forward to what I was saying before I, went back to that carnivore diet. Yeah, I ain't on that no more. I just can't do the meat and the eggs. And now you gotta really put away a lot of meat in order to get full. You know what I'm saying? So and a lot of cheese too. And I drowned myself with so much cheese. I went to the store and I bought like them big blocks of cheese that you grate because I got a grater, and I would grate it myself. Take it home. I bought 3 big ones. Then I went over to the other store and I bought some more. Whole blocks of cheese. And I brought it home and I just put it in the grater and I just grate. So when I get ready to put it over my meats, it'll be easier for it to melt. My mind went back to that. You know what? That cheese will stop you up and come make you constipated, and it can cause you to have a cold too. And I think that turns into all that phlegm and mucus that was in me. I caught so much mucus. By the way, it was clear. Okay. Fast forward. Yeah. So I was talking to my son on the phone, and he was telling me, and he was juicing, while we was conversing on the phone, and he was telling me about I told him about, what's going on. So he was just reminding me about the juicing, because, I like the juice too, but except for when I was 2 weeks and a half on that, carnivore diet, I didn't do no juicing. Matter of fact, I didn't even do no smoothies. So, you know what I'm saying? I had missed my smoothie because they say, you just do meats and eggs, that's it, and cheese. So he told me, he said, you should start that juicing back. And then I thought about it. It dawned on me. I said, you is absolutely right. I ran to the store and got my stuff to juice with, and I juice and drink that juice all day in a, fruit juice. Yes, fruit juice. I ain't put no greens in there. I showed that because I wanted to get better. Maybe about a tablespoon. But anyhow, yeah, juice and herbs. Yeah, I sure did. And so the second day, I started feeling much, much better. And I was coughing up more mucus. But you could tell that it was mucus that was stuck right up in here in your chest, like. And so it was coming up too. I mean, just coming up. And then the phlegm and stuff like, is that different? Mucus and phlegm? Ain't that 2 different things? Anyhow, yeah, but, oh, yeah. I think I did research on each one of them, and I got different meanings, but both of them is inflammation. So I had to cleanse my body, yes, with the juice, the different juices. I just had different juices, and when I drink that juice, because when you drink that juice, it goes right to your blood cell. And I didn't eat no more meats. I didn't eat no more cheese. To this day, I have not eaten any more cheese. If I eat meats, it probably be I'm just trying to eat up all that meat that I had bought, and after it's all gone, I won't be eating that no more. I think I'm gonna go back vegan. But anyhow, yes, cause if you also look at my previous video, I was talking about I was gonna change my diet. What I was gonna do, I was gonna like 1 week, I was gonna go vegan, and then the next week I was gonna eat meats. No, change your plans. I don't want no more of that inflammation in me. I sure don't. So I'm going to go back to my vegan style. Well, I got a couple of meats in the refrigerator, and I say, I ain't throwing that away. I'm going to just, dabble it up. Yeah, and it's just a couple of pieces in the packages that I got in there, I'm just going to use up. But, just like I'm going to be eating meat and eggs. No, I'm going to have a variety of things. You see, what I found out about the carnivore diet, they don't eat vegetables, they don't eat carbs, but they eat a lot of fats. I like say to myself, oh, wait a minute, hold on, because I got to think of that one time, like, this is a lot of fats. And they call it high fats. Well, tell me the difference between fats and high fats. Either way, it's still fats, ain't it? Yeah, somebody tell me. But I just wanted to stop by and let y'all know, Sister 6304, I am back. And I want to say thank you. While I was gone over a month, y'all keeping it down. I want to thank you to all and everyone that have looked at my videos, have viewed my videos, liked my videos, comment my videos, and you have subscribed to my videos. And I want to say thank you. Even though I've been gone for a while. And another thing too, what I want to say that still, I was down for 2 weeks. Yes. In the bed for 2 weeks. Like I say, when you sick, your immune system drop. So what happened when I got, back on my feet, like, oh, okay, I can move now. So, let me go back up out on the walking trail. And what I found out the first time after those 2 weeks of being down, my immune system had done went down, and I had even lost weight. What I found out when I went for my walk was, I felt my legs. They did not have the full capacity of strength that they had before. That sickness had hit me. So I knew that right then, that what let me know that I had to build my immune system up. So I had to reach way back there, in old school meds. Yeah, I had to reach way back. I could build my immune system back up. Because, see, that's what happens. Once your immune system goes down, you are weak. You are weak. Yes. I could feel that not only that my immune system was down, I could feel that my muscles was weak also. Because think about it, if I could lift 60 pounds, right, when I wasn't sick, and then when your immune system go down, when you sick, and you try to lift that whole 60 pound again, and you can't even get it off the ground, your muscles done got weak too. Yeah. And so you have to build your bones, your muscles. You have to rebuild all of that. All of that. Just by, juicing, drink juices, different kind of juices. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. And eat healthy food, but get away from the dairy. I don't have no more cheese in my refrigerator. Get away from that. But they tell that yogurt is good, because you remember on my previous video, I had said that I make my own yogurt. So I have not even eaten any yogurt. No eggs. No, 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 no. So I just want to come on board and just say, hello, YouTube. Yeah, and you know what? Another thing too, y'all know how I preach about a sense of humor. Let me tell you about a sense of humor. When you down in the bed and sick, if you don't want to talk to nobody, you don't want to see nobody, you don't want to go nowhere, you don't want to do nothing, don't mean that you don't have a sense of humor. You just weak. That's all. You just weak temporarily. That's all. And it's your body trying to fight off something so that nothing won't turn into diseases or nothing. And I really appreciate that. I sure do. Because I love my body. I love myself, and I try to, do all I can to try to stay as healthy as I can. Not perfect, but I'm working on, trying to get my body better and better until to this day. Yeah, I am just eating regularly now. And, as far as, but none of that. No dairies. Like I said, I got a couple of bags of meats in there, and then after I'm done with that, I'm going to just get back on the wagon of being vegan. Like I said, I was vegan for 15 years, and I never did get sick. My immune system stayed strong. And then again, I wonder, do you think it have anything to do with a change of climate? I'm thinking about that too. When you change climate, if you move from one state to another, do that have an effect too? Will your body break down because of that too? I don't know. Do y'all know? Because, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I don't know. It's just so many questions that you have swimming around in your head. You know what I'm saying? And you just want some answers. So, I don't want to be on here, too long, cause I'm gonna be coming back making some more videos. I did discover another park that I like to go to, and like I said, I have that. What my brother told me is called some kind of tripod that you have in your hand when you walk, because y'all know I like to walk a lot. So on my next walk, which is not going to be here, it's going to be in another location, I want to take y'all along with me so you can come on and go for a walk. Come along. Walk along with the girl. Just a sense of humor. Humor does a body good. I just want to say thank you all. Thank y'all. Yes, 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 yes. Sister was out 2 weeks, and then it took me a whole week, even though I was well in 2 weeks. But that I gave myself a couple more weeks to recoup completely. like 100%. Yes, yes. Because, sometimes you can be sick and you can be well, but you still have some of that lingering in your body, so you're not ready completely. I just want to get it completely out of my system and just, come on back to being myself again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm so glad that y'all really enjoy watching my video. I really do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, sense of humor does a body good. Come on, let's make America happy again. Holla. Until next time.